What is the ratio of baking soda to baking powder when substituting in a cake recipe?
Hello, baking enthusiasts! In today's video, we'll be delving into the fascinating world of baking essentials, focusing on baking soda and baking powder. We'll guide you on how to correctly substitute one for the other in your cake recipes, ensuring your cakes always rise to the occasion.
Understanding baking soda and baking powder.
Before we dive into the substitution ratios, let's first understand what baking soda and baking powder are. Baking soda is a base mineral that reacts with acids to create carbon dioxide. This reaction results in your baked goods rising. On the other hand, baking powder is a complete leavening agent. It contains both the base, baking soda, and the acid needed for the reaction, typically in the form of cream of tartar. It's this reaction that makes your baked goods rise.
The substitution ratio.
When it comes to substituting baking soda for baking powder in your cake recipes, the rule of thumb is 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda for 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is because baking soda is much stronger than baking powder. However, remember that baking soda requires an acidic ingredient in the recipe to react with. If your recipe doesn't already include an acidic ingredient like buttermilk, yogurt, or lemon juice, you may need to add one. On the flip side, if you're substituting baking powder for baking soda, you will need about 3 to 4 times the amount of baking powder. So, for 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, you can use 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
The importance of balance.
It's important to strike the right balance when substituting these ingredients. Using too much baking soda can result in a soapy taste, while using too much baking powder can result in a bitter taste. Remember, baking is a science and precision is key. We hope this video has shed some light on the difference between baking soda and baking powder, and how you can substitute one for the other in your cake recipes. The next time you find yourself in a pinch, don't fret. Just remember these simple ratios, and your cakes will turn out perfectly every time. Happy baking!